This video is for real-time rendering assignment 1, and it's about some lighting model. And in here, I applied two different lighting model to this teapot, and this two on the top is using Phong shading, and another tool is using Toon shading. So let's start with Phong shading. Phong shading, as known, is calculated by is combined by three different parts. The first part is called ambient, is the light from the environment, and another one is the diffuse, which is the light reflects to all the dictionary from the teapot, and the last one is specular, which is the light reflect directly to the point. And so I start with some experience. Before we go, I want to let you know is the light I set is in front of these four teapots, and you can assume that you have light and lighting this teapot. And as you can see here, we have Amgui, which is the interface using OpenGL, and you can change the parameters I have set here to see the different to see how these different parameters can change the effect of the lightning. And let's start with let's keep the shininess here, and let's go to the ambient strength first. Ambient strength represents the strength of the environment light in this sign. So if at the very beginning is set at 0, and you can drag into 1, and you can see on the very top two teapot here became very light, and when it's come to 0, it became like this, where it's like in the dark. So it's when we stick like one value for the ambient strength, and let's change the shininess. The shininess is a parameter that is used to defined by the material of the teapot itself. And so, as you can see here, the shininess should be like the power numbers of the two. I just said 1 to 7, which represent 2, 4, 8, blah blah, until the 250, 200 to 412. And you can see when we increasing the shininess value, you can obviously see the highlight point on the teapot is getting smaller. It's getting very smaller. When we go to the shininess like 7, is a power of the 2 power of 7, which is 512. You can see the highlight part is just the one small point, and when we drag back, the highlight part is very high. And another lighting model I would like to introduce is Toon module. The Toon module is being used very often in game developing, in game design. It's basically is one of the non-photorealistic that makes the 3D model, as you can see here, the teapot model, more like 2D more like 2D animation. So, and as you can see, one of the most significant effect here is has a different levels of the colors. You can see from here, just because the way to calculate that is quite straightforward. And you can see this, there's a code, and see, we calculate diffuse we calculate diffuse vector, which calculate by which is actually the cosine value of the normal vector of each fragment, and the light direction. And the light direction. This is just a cosine value, and as long as it's larger than some point, for example, there's I'm using 0.95, and we can just set it to very dark. And if the cosine value is lower, we set it as very brighten value here. So you can see all this two different lighting model effect. That's all about this video. Thank you for watching.